We are live. Good morning, dear ones, and welcome. It is a Sunday morning. It's 11 a.m. If you're watching this and it's not 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, then you are watching this as a video. You're watching it after the live event. And if you are able to comment and you have a quick little question about things going on in your life, feel free to write that down, and either later today or tomorrow, I'll pull a card for you and give you a quick little mini answer or reading. So, anyways, welcome. If anybody is new, Lisa, you're the first. No, Janice, you're the first, and Lisa's the second. Yvonne's the third. So, if anybody comes in and they're new and you want to say hi and introduce yourself, please feel free. We are a community here of awakened, or soon to awaken beings or people, and that's what we do on the Medium channel. It's the spirituality behind the message. So I'm a professional medium. I mean, pretty much all of you know that, but I'm talking to anybody that's new. And I dedicated this channel to bringing the spirituality behind mediumship and everything that's included in it. And that includes meditation, that includes presence, that includes law of attraction, because as spirits having a human experience, there's very few spiritual lessons more valuable than learning the ability to manifest. That's how we come into our power. So, anyways, see, people are starting to come in slowly, so that's great. Hello, good morning, Christine. Good morning, Jared and Sharon. All right, so again, if anybody's new and you want to introduce yourself, let us know where you are in the world. We get people from all over, and that's the beauty of today's age. So I'm drinking green tea. I always love to ask this question: are we um, coffee, tea, or caffeine free in the mornings? And Sunday mornings might be special. So I think it's a special day today, right? Oh yes, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Let me see if I can adjust my camera a little bit. There we go. So you can see my Madonna in the back and my crystals and everything. All right, so beautiful morning here in the Catskills. It's cloudy. It stopped snowing. It's been snowing a lot lately. We have 2 more storms to go, and the pattern's changing. So that's what's new in the weather. So I'm just gonna peek. I have coffee, French vanilla, nice. In Rome, hi, yes, hi Sabrina's in Italy, very good. Coffee. I have a thriver that when I'm having chocolate works too. So I keep kind of adjusting my morning routine a little bit. I'm just kind of talking a little bit while people are coming in for the live event. But lately I've kind of been getting up like really early and meditating, and then either kind of drifting back to sleep or slowly getting up, and then I do cold showers in the morning, which is practicing Kundalini yoga, and also Wim Hof, the Iceman, is a big advocate on cold therapy also. So it's really good for the immune system, which is a good thing for today. So then if I'm able to, I do yoga in the mornings. If not, I do that later in the day. So that's basically my morning routine. So so in any event, on Wednesday, I'm going to bring my meditation energy channeling back to YouTube. So we're going to do this on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And for those that don't know, what I do is I'm basically able to open and clear my energy fields, and then energies or beings of light work through me, and it's an energetic transmission, and people feel it, and it can be very healing and very uplifting, and it can help us to shift. So this is all about awakening also. And then there's also channel message. So it's a guided meditation with a little bit of an energy boost. So we're all here to grow and evolve, and to help each other grow. And what else is going on? Well, on the 23rd of February on Zoom, I'm going to be doing some mediumship. So it'll be a Zoom mediumship gallery, only $15. I'm reducing the rate. I'm going to actually get some footage of myself in that, but you won't be, if you're there, you won't be on camera, no names, so there's no need for release forms or anything like that. You'll be pretty much incognito there. So that's why I'm reducing it, because I want to get some more footage of me, because we're building a new website also, so I'm going to have that on the website and on YouTube as well. And other than that, for those that want to delve into more advanced mediumship and maybe want to do mediumship professionally, perhaps, or learn how to do readings, I'm going to do a 5-part certification course starting in March. So for all the information on all the stuff that's on my that's excuse me, it's Sunday morning. That's, you can email us at info@inbetweentheworlds.com. It'll be up on my website. All right. I'm drinking my green tea. Hi, Sabrina. Just see if anybody knows in. Hi, Susan. Okay, so so today's Valentine's Day. So we're gonna actually, for these sessions, and what I do is I do a little 3-card spread for the week. So we'll kind of maybe sort of fine tune it or adjustments to sort of matters of the heart also. But we may pick up on some of the current events, because we're in a very rapidly changing society now, obviously. And so we'll do that. I like to do an angel card. I like to pull a meditation card. And because this is the day that we celebrate love, is St. Valentine's Day. Maybe I feel energy. Maybe St. Valentine's, or is it Valentino? I think he's here or she's here. But in any event, your love is spirit. And the thing is, I've been single for quite a while, but I don't feel any lack of love, because I'm very connected to energy and spirit and source, and I don't feel deprived either. I've had 2 really wonderful, very different marriages, long-term marriages in my life, and actually one of my exes is here, and believe it or not, I'd be saying this even if she wasn't here. So wonderful experiences. In relationships, we learn a lot, we grow a lot. They're not always easy. If I learn one thing through my experiences, is really to feel more comfortable in communicating my own feelings. That's kind of been a shadow element that I worked through in my various relationship lives, and a few other things. But I've learned and grown a lot. So I don't feel, being single for the last several years, I don't feel like I've been lacking love or anything like that. And the main thing is that you are love. So there's a big program around love and relationships. It's a huge shadow in our society, and it's an illusion. It's like a big lie that somehow we need somebody else to complete us, or we need somebody else to find love. But the thing is that you are love. And if you really own that, you'll never feel alone. And whether I partner again or not, I mean, I'm a Libra, I'm an 11 life path, I'm kind of made to partner. But if that ever happens or not, it doesn't matter to me at this time. All that matters is that I'm able to feel the love of spirit and the love of connection with divine source. And if you can really own that, and you're looking for a relationship, one of the important things is to never be obsessive. That's another thing that I've learned through the years. It's like when you're obsessive about needing or wanting somebody, it's it's again a shadow, and people feel that. Whatever we put out into the world, people subconsciously feel that, and needy is creepy. So the thing is, if you find love from within, you don't need, you just desire to enhance that experience through a partner, through a human love relationship, to enhance your level of love. And once you're able to do that, then you attract love to you. So moral of the story, and people that have followed me and have known me for a while, you've heard me say this a lot. But again, you don't need somebody else to find love. And if you feel and embrace love in your heart, then you attract love to you. But if you buy into the programming, to the shadow that somehow you need somebody to be complete, you're going to attract need back. And a lot of people wonder why, their relationships don't work, or they attract a narcissist or a needy person, like one after the other. And it's really all energy. So that would be the message from Spirit for today: is love thyself. I know it sounds a little bit trite and kind of woo-woo, but it's really true. So love yourself. And a good thing to do is just kind of 3 minutes a day, just take some nice deep breaths and inhale from your diaphragm and feel, clear your mind to become present and feel all the love of the universe around you, and take that into your heart and circulate that around your body. And then exhale and release any baggage from past relationships or parenting issues or whatever it may be. And do that for 3 minutes, 2 to 4 times a day. And you start to enhance just your natural being, your natural vibration is love. And the idea of becoming spiritual is not that you're adding anything, because you're already spirit. So you don't need anything other than you to be spiritual. So it's a matter of decrease, getting all those programming, those false beliefs, all the rejection patterns. I had a huge rejection pattern. But the thing is, once you love and accept yourself, all that stuff starts to dissolve, and you start to clear it. So anyway, just wanted to say that because this is the time that we honor love. And for those brothers and sisters that are out there that are also single, the idea is not to look at couples and be like, oh, that person's so lucky or whatever. I mean, I just feel really great when I see a happy couple, and I just send them a lot of love and a lot of prayer. So be real positive. Good things are happening. So let's do a little meditation card, and we're going to actually, this will be our meditation card for what we should be doing to open our hearts. And whether we're partnered, we can enhance the relationship and make it better, or if we're single, we can bring in that perfect soul into our lives if we want to. No pressure if you don't want to, but if you do. So I'm going to mix my cards up. And I use the Hanson Roberts deck for anybody that is interested in which cards that I use. And I'm gonna pull 3 cards. Now I'm gonna do this. Oh boy, look at that! I love when the cards work with that, because the knights are movement, coming or going matters, and cups can represent emotion, but it can represent love. So this is like a perfect card. I mean, I couldn't have scripted this any better. And no, I didn't separate it out. This was random, just to let you know. No cheating here. And one of the ways I just finished up a 4-part tarot class that maybe some of you are on that. I know at least one person here is on that. And one of the exercises we did is you can actually take a mental snapshot of this card, or if you have a deck, you can use your own Knights of Cups, and then feel like you go into the scene of the card, and then see what's happening, panoramically 360 degrees around, because all we see is like almost like a window into an image and an energy. So when you step in, maybe you'll see like a castle, or you'll see other people. So that's a good way to meditate, or to meditate with cards also as well. So this is a perfect card for us. And the knights move, it's coming or going. So this can bring love in. This can remove obstacles from finding that, I almost use the words that I don't want to use, not finding love, but finding that perfect person to match the frequency of the love in your heart. That's a better way of putting it. And like you said, people, and it's 90% of people, wind up, being in challenging relationships. I mean, challenge is good because we learn from challenge, but there's positive and negative challenges. So a lot of people wind up in negative relationships, and the bottom line is we create our reality. Our personality creates our reality, and if that's happening, we're being called upon to go within and maybe shift the energy, shift the programming. We can do that through presence meditation, deprogramming, affirmations, and practices like that. Of course, all of which that I teach and that I do. So anyway, meditate on this during the week, and next Sunday, let us know how that works for you. So I like to do like a little quick tutorial sometimes on the tarot, and minor arcana cards are divided into 4 suits, and they became playing cards later on. So there's cups, pentacles, swords, and wands, and each one has a different element and a different meaning. And if you wanted to do like a spread for love, say, which would be appropriate for the season, and you can do readings for yourself. It's just much harder to be objective. And when I do readings for myself, it's more like I'm asking for guidance, because even in divination there can be a shadow aspect that you may do a reading and not like it and just feel like this is going to happen, but in the meantime time is fluid and all time happens now, so you're really creating your reality. So if you do readings for yourself and it comes up as a less desirable outcome, it's spirit's way of saying there's something in your energy that you need to adjust in order to have the outcome that you desire. So if you take it from that perspective, I think it's fine personally. That's my own opinion. So if you're doing a romantic spread and you get like a lot of swords represents air, so that could be very kind of a mental or cerebral attraction to somebody, or a relationship that goes in a very kind of a mental realm. Sometimes swords can represent what challenges are around the situation also. And if you get a lot of, say, wands is passion, that's fire, that's energy. And cups is emotion. So if you get a lot of cups, it's a very strong emotional connection, basically. Um, and cups can represent love. So that's how always taken as a really good sign in relationships. And if you get, what's the other suit? Pentacles is earth. So it's very grounded, practical. It's maybe material, but I look at that more as like very grounded, probably longer term. And then if you get a lot of major arcana cards, like the world cards that I just pulled, um, major arcana is more the element of spirit, and that's about consciousness and shifts of consciousness. So, that's one way you can interpret the suits if you're doing a spread. So let's do 3 cards now, and it'll be our forecast for the week for this group, both the people that are here for the live stream and those that are going to watch as videos, and people that are coming on. I noticed a few people just came on now. You'll always have the opportunity to rewind back to the beginning. And the way YouTube works is it's kind of stays on some places. I don't know if you can find it on my channel. What happens, it tends to come up on people's home pages in YouTube for 12 hours. And then after 12 hours, it uploads as a video, and then you can find it like on my channel and everything. So that's how it works for whatever reason. So anyway, clearing my mind and going into my psychicness, my psychic self, my intuitive self. Okay, that feels good. And what I do for 3 card spreads, I actually fan my deck and pull the cards out that way, and just kind of, again, clear my mind and allow spirit to just kind of guide my hand. And if I do a good job with that and I can get out of the way, I'll always get the right cards. Oh, you got 2. So I had my 3 cards already. And that one. And then I have my little high-tech device here to show you the cards. So they're all reversed. To me, reverse cards aren't negative. I wanted to just put that out there. Sometimes it can represent things slowing down a little bit, or things to release or stuff like that. Because this has a big kind of a release feeling. And in terms of looking at these cards from a social, political, world events aspect, I mean, it's a little stressful, the energy, I have to say. Hopeful but stressful. So, there may be a little bit of upheaval with things going on behind the scenes and stuff like that. In other words, a continuation of what's been happening. We just had a really powerful full moon, new moon in Aquarius, aligning with the sun, with 4 other planets in Aquarius, including retrograding Mercury and 2 planets squaring from Taurus. Point being is that that's a lot of tension and a lot of release also with that kind of alignment. So a lot, in the next couple of weeks, there may be a few things rising to the surface, and this kind of it gives me the sense. Yeah, sometimes I just need to look at things also. Drink my green tea. Feel like there's been something brewing in the news, but I don't know what it is that's going to come out. It may not have to do with politics, but it has to do with something. I get the feeling too that that we may hear a lot more about like censorship or stories that start to come out that seem like they're suppressed. I think it's more around that little issue that started in China and spread around the world, rather than necessarily domestic things. But I also get the sense of maybe a couple of really intense weather things that come up. It's already happening because the southern plains are, some places are getting their coldest temperatures in in 100 years, and snow as far south as like Austin, Texas, and freezing rain as far south as Brownsville, Texas. So there already is some weather stuff happening. So we may get even in this area, there may be a little bit of an intense thing with ice and snow and stuff like that this coming week as well. But I think looking at it in matters of the heart, I mean, the Ace of Cups is a really good card because it's about the beginning of a period of emotional fulfillment. Like it's reversed, so I almost feel like in this collective group there's past issues that are needing to be. I don't like the word release so much. Well, release is a good word, but we have to embrace whatever it is before we can release it. And I think for this collective consciousness, this period is really about doing more of the release shadow type work or stuff like that. And again, whether you're partnered or not, it's still like about more about removing cogs. And so several people may come up with a little bit of, I just feel like there's energetic stress this week, and I know that it's been that way for a while. So you may find also people being a little bit argumentative or a little bit sassy more than usual or stuff like that. So if you're in a relationship, there may be a little bit of kind of verbal disagreements that come up or whatever. So I feel like the cards are trying to just tell us, just let everything go, and to really train ourselves to not be reactive. So there's a practice in Buddhism called mindfulness, and I just call it presence, where instead of reacting or being our emotions or our reactions, we can step back and observe ourselves reacting, if that makes sense. So a good example is sometimes little things frustrate me and set me off, I have to admit. And what I've been really working on doing is not trying to not react, but to try to step back and observe myself reacting. And when you do that, then you're not the program anymore, because the way that we react to our outside environment and to people is really based on programming, and most of it's negative because most of it's not from us, it's from another source. And unfortunately, most people are negative, so our programming through society is about 70-80% negative. So and what programs do is they dictate how we feel, think, and act in every conceivable situation in life in very predictable patterns. And if you've ever had, like, say, a narcissistic or type of a partner, they become sort of experts in sort of knowing how you're going to react and kind of manipulate that also. So the point being is that whatever our programs are, it's predictable, and we know how strong feelings are. You can't just tell yourself to stop feeling a certain way. Like fear, anxiety is overpowering. So the thing to do is to learn how to change the programs, and you can do that um, through affirmations and visualizations and stuff like that, because we get programmed through the power of repetition. The subconscious mind works strictly on programs. The conscious mind ideally makes the programs, but the subconscious mind is for our survival, because it's our physical beings, and it runs on programs. So breathing's a program, our autonomous nervous system's a program, learning how to drive is a program. So they're positive and negative. So you want to become the observer. So I think this is really saying this is the time, this is the week to get any kinks out of your relationships, or if you're single, get any kinks of what it is that happened in past relationships, or what your relationships issues are. And you can meditate on this, and again, you can take light in and breathe and exhale and release all programs, all patterns, and all challenges, and see what comes to you, because you may get some insight of what they're from. And once you understand that, then you can do the right work, or the right affirmations, or whatever, to start to clear that, and to introduce new programs. So a good example, this isn't having to do with love, but I had a program that made me very self-conscious. It's from childhood. Very shy on camera, especially. And then last New Year's Eve in 2019, into 2020, Spirit told me to start a YouTube channel, and I was like the first video I saw myself, I wanted to cry, because I just saw like all these nervous habits, and it was obvious to me that I was like painfully uncomfortable doing this. So I did affirmations every day. I did sleep programs, and I'm not 100% there yet, but I think I'm at least 95% better than when I started out. So this is an example of reprogramming. So I feel like we're being sort of called upon to look at that, and to work with that, and to start working through that as well. So let me just see what else I can pick up from that. The Queen of Swords reverse, I sometimes I see that as deception also. So just be a little bit aware of people, trying to be a little bit deceptive. I just have a feeling that what's going on in the collective consciousness, I just feel like people are going to be even a little bit harder to handle as a general rule this week. So pack a lot of patience. If you're able to not be pulled into that energy, because it's easy to do, but rather to be in your joy in your heart. Like, in other words, raise your vibrations. Sometimes just smiling at a checkout person that's having a miserable day, even if you're in a mask, your eyes smile. Sometimes that changes the energy right there. So I feel like we're being called to really just release and let go, and start to get ready, because the following week we have a really powerful full moon coming up, and really start to get ready for that as well. Oh, 11:11. Well, it's 11:27 now, but anyway, thank you. All right, so let me pull an angel card also, and then we'll wrap it up for the morning. So where are my angel cards? So I use Doreen Virtue's Messengers of the Angels. So I'm doing this, and I've got a couple of new people on. If you want to join us Wednesday, 7 o'clock here on the channel, I'm going to do a live energy transmission. I don't know what the theme's going to be yet, but I've discovered, and I've done a lot of energy work and energy training. But what happened is that energy beings of light work through me, and I become a conduit. And anybody that's on the guided meditation becomes part of the circle of energy, and a lot of people feel it. And this helps to whatever we're doing. Usually it's like for clearing, or to enhance our energy fields, or to elevate ourselves spiritually, or whatever. But it's all about evolution. It's about ascension and growth. So I'm blessed to be given the gift of being able to do that for people. And that's going to be Wednesday. So there's a little bit of your verbal channeling, guided meditation, and that's Wednesday night. And that's what's happening on the channel. I just released a video on Thursday, and for the life of me, I think I need more tea. I don't remember exactly what that video was. Okay, 11 signs for something. Um, oh my goodness. Anyway, it's a really good video. I'll remember in a second. I'm just gonna mix my cards up. Um, all right. So, what do the angels have to say to us today? Okay, thank you, Spirit, for bringing that information back. If you feel like you're very sensitive or empathic, the videos about the 11 signs that you're a spiritual empath and a healer, and ways to develop your abilities, and ways to negate any challenges of being very, very sensitive also. So that's the last video that I released. Oh my gosh, thank you, Spirit, for bringing me back to earth here. Oh, here we go. I like this one. It's crystal. So that's our meditation card. Or no, that's our message from the angel. You can use this for meditation too. I mean, I think I'm being a control freak a little bit. You can use this for whatever you want to use this for. And I will attempt to read this. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. Oh, I like that message. And yeah, and that goes along with the theme of the card I picked also. So again, I just feel like Spirit saying this is going to be a good week to just kind of let go of what you don't need anymore: frustrations, worries, any problems you've had with your significant other, or past relationships, any baggage that you're holding on that's preventing you from connecting with somebody new. And remember, you don't need love, you are love. So if you remember that, and you embody that I am love, then you attract love. You attract a match to whatever frequencies you're putting out there in the world. And we are programmed to believe that we need to find somebody. And I could go more into this. I mean, there's been some young people that feel like they need to meet somebody and get married by the time they're 30 or whatever. I mean, these are all programs. And I had this man named Max for a reading, years ago. He's an 81-year-old gay gentleman, and he came for a reading. And I did the reading, and I did the general reading. It was a tarot reading. And he said, well, the reason I came to you is he said, I'm 81, and I feel like I've fallen in love for the first time in my life. And I said, that is really beautiful. And I really like that. So the thing is that, there's no timeline. Love is energy. Love is the force of the universe that keeps everything going. It's that law of attraction. When we feel love, it's like attraction, for life, love and energy, and so forth. So that's basically that. And once you get into that mindset that you are love, and you attract somebody that matches that frequency. It's all about frequency. It's all about energy. Love is the highest resonance in the universe, and this whole universe was created out of the vibration of love, and it's expressed in the vibration of joy. So when we feel joy in our heart, we feel that connection to divine love and universal love. So that's what I have for you this morning.